Hey, it's another Timagames Disco Elysium episode.
Yeah, more RPN with Ryan and D.
Woo!
The both the N of the RPN series.
Yeah, well,
Oh my god, god damn it, look at the task.
Oh, you know you love Kuno.
Juno lied, return and confront the wily little ginger bastard.
Yeah, well, I have a funny feeling Kuno's going to be like one of the key characters.
Yeah. So what have we also got to do? We've got to come back in a day. There's still a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, the victim body's down, so the next thing we're going to do is go and see the
Oh
victim.
yeah, we can actually inspect yeah, you're right, we can actually inspect the body now, can't we?
Because, big guy cut him down for us.
Oh, meanwhile this guy's gonna hate us, isn't he?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Yep, shame on you.
Yep, alright, bye.
Still haven't found out the lady driver. We've got some plastic.
Well, we know about the lady driver to a point.
Oh, we know what the name is now. We got a lot done last week.
We did indeed.
Because we talked to Everett, got the body down, found out about the lady driver a little bit.
Yeah. In fact, that's actually come up as done. I think it. Hold on, it's not in the list. Oh no, it's there. The jam mystery. It's still there. It's fine.
Yeah, we know a little bit more about it anyway.
Yeah, we do. Body. Up here.
Oh yeah, through the gate.
Visual calculus is still a failure. Okay, and she's still up there smoking. Still can't do shit about that. Well, we got that dick to speak to.
Oh, he's
my
different.
god, he dropped everything.
Yeah, took the branch down with him.
Kuno's little shit show. The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, wipe a tear from your eye, or, well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner. Or, great job, wise race mentor.
No, I am leaning towards one.
One, okay. Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. The lieutenant nods approvingly. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes, he covers his nose and lists 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3. Yay, number 3!
3 out of 4.
The fuck are they on about? Why, Kuno? Go home!
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open?
I think it's just got it.
Yeah. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. He pulls on a pair of latex gloves. Oh, we got gardening gloves. That'll do, right?
Yeah.
You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them. Clap your gloved hands.
Get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. He nods approvingly.
Lack of hygienic. I suggest you get in there with the limited capability.
Alright.
Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes. Where shall I take these notes? In my paperwork? Hey, another 5 experience. Yes, you'll see. He points to the bright red pages at the end. The field autopsy form is the one on the red copier paper. Well, let's open the ledger, because we've already tried speaking to a dead man, which was just us. And then we did try to remove the boots, which then...
yeah, we had what was it, existential crisis almost.
Yes, we did. So, let's open the ledger. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above these, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with: 1. Age, 2. Marital status, 3. Sexual orientation, 4. Gender, 5. Ethnicity, 6. Occupation, 7. Date of birth, 8. Marital status, 9. Sexual orientation, 10. Marital status, 11. Age, 2. Marital status, 3. Sexual orientation, 4. Gender, 5. Ethnicity, 6. Occupation, 7. Date of birth, 8. Marital status, 9. Sexual orientation, 4. Gender, 5. Ethnicity, 6. Occupation, 7. Date of birth, 8. Marital status, 9. Sexual orientation, 4. Gender, 5. Ethnicity, 6. Occupation, 7. Date of birth, 8. Marital status, 9. Sexual orientation, 4. Gender, 5. Ethnicity, 6. Occupation, 7. Date of birth, 8. Marital status, 9. Sexual orientation, 4. Gender, 5. Ethnicity, Begin. 1. Assistant. 2. Let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary. Or 3. Let's pause this autopsy. Now let's begin.
Let's begin the assessment.
That's you. Right. HDB or Harry Dubois.
HDB, I think.
Oh,
never
shit.
mind.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says, Coroner's case number. KK570803.0815.
Jot that down.
Next. Name. Not applicable. Next. Date of birth. Not applicable. Oh, Jesus. We don't know anything about this guy. Age. The man corrects his glasses. Roughly 50. Try 40. The damage is so extensive it's better to err on the young side. I'm gonna write 42.
Now I'm gonna say go with Kim.
Okay. The corpse looked ageless, like meat on a hook.
Right.
Teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamond compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Right.
Mondial. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other. Sex?
Male.
Fucky! The little monster exclaims energetically.
Okay, no S.
Shoot her. Male. Pig's gonna have sex.
Right, male.
Right, male. Considering the other options are right, fucky, and right, pig's gonna have sex.
Yeah.
Male. Nor does he look male with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. Date of death. We're still going with March 4th, 51.
Okay.
What else? He looks over your shoulder. Number 9, body identified is non-applicable. Number 10, case number is the same as the coroner's case. KK5705030815 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains. Evidence of treatment.
I'm gonna say
None. At least not after the initial examination. A strange word. Treatment. Well, we've got options. What exactly is treatment? We're going to need to think of something, otherwise we'd be there all day.
I was gonna say
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
okay.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Basically, he's saying, was he killed before being lynched? We have to think of something.
No opinion for now. What's next?
He places his gloved hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-Delorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Fauerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Couronne. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Torson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide, the other an accident, the small one. And so all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath. We should start the post-mortem. What the hell did we just say? They were all arguing with each other. Well, they weren't arguing with each other. They told 4 separate stories.
Mm-hmm.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It is no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy of paper tries to answer why.
Um,
Well, start from the top. External examination summary.
yep. I'm gonna say bolt round neck didn't help.
Clothes, he begins. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Baburadine, I think. Let's see. He turns to the body onto its side and check the underwear label.
Okay.
See? It's happening!
I'm gonna.
Baburadine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Colour white. With a little bit of brown left over. The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armour. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Or we will take the boots eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire, if you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to. You have deserved them more than anyone else. I prefer we write it down.
Yep.
The boot has a serial number. He twists the dead man's foot. It's E50100100. I don't know why I said that, because it was E5010001000. It was much quicker. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposely concealed by the design. Tattoos. He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a colour photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigad Mini.
Okay.
So we write it down. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Colour, yellow, length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Okay.
So we write that down. He produces a measuring tape. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.80 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. We write that down. My God.
Filling paperwork.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. He kneels in to get a better look. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back. Short. Touch the hair or write it down.
Write it down.
Okay, short, light brown, male pattern baldness. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity. Kuno.
Yep.
Fucking low velocity. The kid explodes. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity. The lieutenant pays no heed. In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Write down or write down but amend for high velocity.
Just write down.
Yeah,
Don't
fuck
get
you,
Kuno when you
Kuno.
call her.
Ligature mark. The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. The steel wiring, he concedes, breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. You've got the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber grip cutters. Or, oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters.
No, a good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull them out.
Always good to think ahead. Now, he points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck. We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can. See, my pig's gonna fuck his head off. No, he ain't, C looks blasé. Your pig's a boring fuck. Okay. We
Go in
can't
the
exit the
greenhouse.
conversation, so we could look for a good spot. Might improve.
Okay.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast. Well, I ain't sleeping tonight. Here we go, 72%.
There's nothing that can change that, is there?
Nope, well, like I say, we can't leave the conversation.
Okay, so try and cut this belt.
Oh my god. You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. They've already buried deep in the man's flesh. You then rotate them to get a better hold, then... Fuckity fuck.
Yep.
The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid. Rotate some more. Really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound.
Cut some.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that for Gary. Corpse fucking time. Told you my pig was hardcore. Fuck off, Kuno.
Ugh.
He steps in and takes the chain cutters from you. I should have a go before. I think I have a strategy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let him do it.
by all means. He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts with his elbow to his knee for precision. Yeah, that's much better form than you had. Fuck off, 72%! Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around him. Here. He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap. The rope rises to a point, he says, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nip. As it ought to. This is where the grip on the curdle meat is gentlest, pulling up. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Yeah. Chest is intact. He presses down on it. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia. He pulls down the man's underpants. Oh my god. Now it's gonna happen, see? I fucking knew it. This is clearly what they've been waiting for. Ever since the autopsy began, the lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible. Genitalia is male and unremarkable, no evidence of injury. Well, I'm not giving them what they want. Let's write it down and move on.
Yep.
Back is symmetrical and intact. He struggles to turn the corpse on his side. Upper and lower extremities are intact but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Okay.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life. In addition, I see smaller residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Right.
Last item, hands. He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. I don't want to get in the way of this guy.
Yeah. Let Lieutenant work alone.
Hands are clean. He inspects the wrist. No sign of a recent struggle. Were we expecting any? I was. Maybe I'm not just seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Right now.
I guess, yeah. I mean, the guy must have already been near death by the time he was thrown off, because... We'll write it down, but sort of on the idea there of... If you're a guy who's about to get lynched by a group of people, yet your hands are the cleanest thing on your dead body, you didn't fight.
Yeah.
You let it happen. So, with that on mind, internal examination. Do we use the chain cutters again?
I would say if we have the option to let Kim do it, Kim do it.
Yeah. Central nervous system, he says and concludes abruptly. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system? Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Nope. Right in NA.
Yep. Musculoskeletal, purge fluid is coming from the mouth. He gets close to the swollen mouth hole, eyes squinting from the fumes. Not injury related, eyes and tongue protuberant. High rod bone. Let's see. With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Oh,
God damn it, I'm going to need a bucket.
I'm kind of regretting that eating lasagna just before we started.
Yeah, jack that fucker off. Oh my god.
You know, Wesley.
The hide bone is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the musculoskeletal.
Musculoskeletal system is intact and
Thank you.
unremarkable.
Let's write it down.
Basically, his neck snapped.
Yeah. Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. Respiratory system. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Well, we've got the chain cutters.
Now he's going to have to break his jaw because it'd be...
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Sorry.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in the muscles of the lips and mouth. From here it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart, hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. This time I want to look inside.
Okay.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there, sickly sweet air unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again straight into that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in.
Write it down.
Yeah. He wipes his brow. Hepatobiliary? NA. Why? Don't we have anything?
Not really.
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
No.
Okay. Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Okay.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging.
Okay.
Of course, that's what we saw him doing. Gastrointestinal. He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around, to the ground. The pool of feces there. Then he touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly and says, digested semi-solid food in the stomach. Voila. Write it down and omit the voila, or write it down and keep the voila. Omit. We don't in a professional list. You don't just go, yeah, touched abdomen, voila.
Okay. I admit I wasn't too sure on the wording of it.
Means don't put it in.
Okay.
What's next? Well, description of injuries, summary. Let's see. He tilts his head. We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. What about the injuries we have afflicted?
No.
Bite marks.
Yep.
He nods. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. Okay, so all the bite marks are basically from scavenger birds.
Yeah. He's been getting picked apart by random birds.
Yeah. Your opinion, officer? Beneath the description are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury, or B, non-fatal post-mortem.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury? Contusions. So the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem. At maximum velocity, fucko. Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, two boxes. A non-fatal post-mortem again, then?
Yep.
Right. Next. What is the
Right.
fourth injury field for before we finish the autopsy?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Just in case.
We got something
Meanwhile,
for that.
Kingdom of Conscience
Oh, Kingdom of Conscience was finished.
can be finished after this conversation.
Woo!
Ligature mark.
Mm-hmm.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact.
So his neck's not. He fractured his neck, but he didn't.
So they did a true hanging.
Yep. He would have died slowly.
No,
Which-
that would mean they did a botched hanging.
Right now.
If it's a true one. Well,
Mm.
hold on, what else does Kim say here? I see hemorrhage on the skin above and below the ligature mark, depth of the mark, 1 centimeters. No sign of clawing on the neck. You know, if you're just wanting to kill a guy by hanging, you do it from a high enough point
So
and with a short enough rope that
goes
it just snaps the neck and that's it.
right now.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, awaiting your judgment. The ring around his neck is visible.
Opinion
fatal injury. Yeah. That's it. He cracks an uneasy smile. We've established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned, but it's a start.
Mm-hmm.
70 XP. He produces a small plastic roll from his jacket. A body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. First, how did it go? Well, we've established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. What else? We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. Hey, we didn't fuck up, apart from the chain cutter incident.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Harry.
well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order.
No.
What now? I'll need a copy of the autopsy form, and then I will drive him to Faubourg. There we go. For processing, he looks at the dead man one more time, and then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something? I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always a something. Try to remove the dead man's boots. There's no way we're doing that. I mean, we could... Though, that being said, we could leave... No, even putting perception stuff on, it's going to give us like 7%.
Yep.
Not even worth wasting time. Anyway, boots. I thought we decided to leave it to processing. The lieutenant shakes his head. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus. Well... Okay. Let's bag him. Okay. He unrolls the plastic. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can take care of the rest. There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing. What should I do in the meanwhile? Continue working here? The locals, the case, or tend to your own business? I'll meet you downstairs at the Whirling in Rags tomorrow morning, 7:30 sharp. This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You're free to do side tasks and even the main case, though it might be more difficult.
Okay. Yeah, because we were meant to see that guy at night.
Yeah, well... If you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
Well,
We've got plenty of stuff to do.
Yep.
Let's bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Then we have to speak to the lying bastard Kuno.
Yep. Lieutenant's not here, so we could probably...
Yeah, that's why we're looking at the side tasks, really. Oh. Ah, yeah. Kingdom of Conscience!
Woo!
Wow, that is some fucked up image. The kingdom of conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists simply don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, there is something sinister in moralism? And then
Any
answer,
answers? No.
no.
God, it's
God is in
heaven.
his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
So we gain an extra violation and logic cap, and the one in
And
morale got
if we choose
overpowered.
moralist dialogue options, we heal morale.
Woo!
Sweet. Speaking of that, we got a skill point or two.
Hmm.
Well, one would say we should finish off visual calculus. Though that's actually, let's look back at our task list. Let's look at our failed bits. An encyclopedia.
Hmm.
Who is Joyce? Oh, Joyce is...
The boat lady.
Yeah, she's the boat lady wanting us to
That
solve the
won't
thing,
help
isn't she?
until we get a badge.
Yeah. So visual calculus. Yes, because we need experience.
Yep.
So I'd say a point in visual calculus, and based on that, Plaisance.
Oh.
Plaisance, is she? She's someone.
Place on. Hmm.
She's someone.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, I say we do that. We'll level up a point in drama, and a point in visual calculus.
Okay.
So we do that.
Drama's at the top, middle.
Yep. Perfect. Right. Kuno. You can wait a second. Come on, tracks.
Time to play the game.
Before we do that. Oh no, we've already got it. Okay, 92%.
Come on.
Thank fuck. The tide tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber.
So it started there, crashed into the wall, reversed
It'll
out.
probably explain this all. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in the front of the Whirlington Regs. This is point A. The driver started there, then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Hungarian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that panga gilt again? The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge. Damn bartender.
That hole is impressive. I don't know.
He was exaggerating. People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in this world. This has nothing to do with you. But it has something to do with me.
Yep.
Okay, what happened next? The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry. This is significant somehow. Maybe. Probably. An ominous warning of bad things ahead. Well,
Yay.
we got 5 experience.
Mhm.
I don't know who Plaisance is.
Well, is there a codex?
I don't think there is.
If you click on place on.
There's no codex.
Maybe we haven't found plus launch yet.
Oh, we must have, or else we wouldn't have the check.
Every snowflake is
Sorry, Nettie.
from the sky.
Well, she's not got anything new.
Place on.
No, you are new. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one?
Yes, hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Says working class woman.
Okay.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. Well, she's such a working class woman. Why isn't she working?
Have a good day.
Alright.
Leave it to her reading.
The book says you must attain a Franco-Hungarian hardbody at the nearest gym.
Okay.
Hold on, this place owns the owner of the shop.
Maybe.
Hi.
You've hurt yourself
Yep,
now.
place
I
arts.
told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool?
I thought it was obvious, so I tried to smash through the door by using pure physical force. You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at books. She fiddles with a pendant. Go to them. Okay. Oh, you're a master of the psychic arts. You gave smart-ass parenting advice and ripped open the curtains. Farewell for now, book peddler. Let's try and get ourselves some sort of items that either increase drama or at least don't cause us to lose drama. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the glasses remove drama, which is why I took them off.
Okay.
Okay, I think I've got everything. It's going to be evens.
Hello again, esteemed officer. And welcome
Hmm.
to crime, romance, and biography.
Fuck it, we don't get it without trying. Sliver up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Hmm.
Are you sure? She looks skeptical. Don't think I've even seen charlatans before. I sensed the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out. Or, I've returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
Yeah.
She shudders. I'm not sure I can trust your claims, honestly. You look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but... Hey, now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright? I admit, I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spiritual realm is parapsychologically taxing. How do you know all this? Here we go. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies. I should have realized a pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom. But
Okay.
I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us, keep us safe? I can't allow collateral damage to hit us. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe, and the phantoms are no match for me. What are we getting ourselves into?
I do not know.
She shuffles nervously. If you promise, good officer, then... She pauses. You might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
Hand on heart, I swear on my honour.
Investigate the doomed commercial area. Thank you, sir. A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity. The what? Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire. Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
Okay.
You have? She gasps. The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Chimney? The passage between heaven and hell, of course.
I'll let you just play this drama out. You like it?
I love this. It's just so fake. It's great. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, my shoulders, thank you. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked around. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What do you discover in there? Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. Okay, farewell now, book peddler. And,
Save.
while we're here, yeah,
Also,
36-minute of video, you know.
yeah, I did say save after we took the body apart, but
I missed it. I was just so excited that we
uh-huh.
got to ignore Kuno for a bit.
Oh, we can go back to Gunner if you want.
Nah, we're fine, we'll do that later. No sane person would ever put their head into such machine. Well, we're not sane. No. Though that being said, experience. I know we got the key.
Do I try it?
Yeah, why not?
We're on a roll today in that one.
Ow. Well, we passed it, but... You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side, but you've done it. A voice shrinks. What are you doing, officer? It almost sounds worried. Worried about your health. Smash into the door again, wordless. Smash into the door and shout, "Fuck the system!" Smash into the door and shout, "Freeze, dirtbags!" Smash into the door and shout, "Hands up, now!" Or smash into the door and shout, "Fuck, it hurts."
Up to you. You seem to be thinking this better.
Fuck the system! Wait for it. Fuck the system! And that was the fourth time I don't know. Wait.
Oh,
Okay, so
it's a gym.
yeah. Well, Oh, damn it!
I think the door might be a little bit broke.
You think?
Was it worth it?
Absolutely. Just to show that we can pass checks.
Let's have a look around anyway.
We've got a punching bag. Sand is dripping from a punch bag.
Okay.
Is that a ball? It's a shot put ball.
Okay.
Mine. The poster says Citius Fortis. The rest is worn off.
Okay.
Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe.
Surprised you don't want a fucking jungle gym off them.
A barbell lies on the floor. The colour has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilos. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift 'em. There are no collars on this barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Hmm.
Why does it feel so familiar? Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. And then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory. A memory from another life when you were young and fit. So it's a legendary check. I know it's the collars, so that helps. But my head hurts. From the booze, from smashing against the door. Isn't like one of our fort cabinet things gaining physical instrument by not wearing a shirt?
I think so.
Yes, +2 physical instrument if shirt slot is empty.
So take a shirt off.
Take my shirt off.
Bam, bam, bam. Oh.
Yeah, and then jacket. Have we got anything else that does physical instrument that's not a shirt? Let's see. Well, that doesn't work.
We're getting two from not having the shirt or one with the tank
shirt.
top.
Yeah. So, ooh, it's evens.
Yeah. It's better than the 28%.
Yeah. Oh, motherfuck!
Kim's not here to go, what the fuck are you up to?
Here we go. Ow.
Gosh.
You managed to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Okay.
See, this place is cursed. Even your body has failed you. It's a miracle you didn't injure yourself. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea to smash through that back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that now. So nothing else in the room.
But there isn't upstairs.
There is. Oh god, it's dark in here. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris.
Okay.
Down here,
Well, look, there's a door frame there.
it does look like one, but
I think we might need some kind of light.
there's less light. I don't think we've just got enough perception to.
Don't know.
What the fuck? Why? Why give us this place to? What perception would we need? Well, we need more than 3. And that's with bonus.
Mm.
Any more perception? Perception. No.
No.
So, all that's there was some barbells. Well, there was a shot put ball. And a load of disappointment and a loss of health.
Yeah, I was going to say,
We're going to say,
what was it? We also haven't decided if we're playing for the Royale or not. For Stay the Night.
that's
That's a later problem.
That's a different video problem. Different video series problem. But let's see what we got here.
You broke down the back door? Why? I gave you the key.
Real men don't need keys.
I hope you can find a solution quickly. The wards are broken. The passage has been opened. Now tell me, what's back there? What's all this about the Semines? Well, hold on. We busted it down. And we found nothing there. Why can't we just tell her there was nothing there?
Mm.
Well, we've got to wrap this video up soon, so
Do you want to speak to Kuno? Is that another week's problem? Or do you want to get the Kuno out of the way?
I want it out of the way. The sooner I can just not have to speak to that twat again,
Well,
the better.
I have a funny feeling we're going to speak that twat out quite a bit.
Why?
Because he's Kuno. He's fucking Kuno.
Fucking Kuno.
You missed it at show before. A gift came by, completely fucked a tree to pieces.
Measurehead.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
I wish I could have been there to see it. Now I have some questions. Shoot that shit, Kuno, pig or not. I talked to Manana about the armor. So? He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing that armor down anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yeah? He looks slightly confused. Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello. Look, pig, he's suddenly all business. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. I will remember this, Kuno. You got fucked, he repeats. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Now you're going to remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face. Yeah, real interesting. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Really? Was that it? Done. Find all the armor pieces. He's cancelled. Whereas the rest of the armor is. Oh, that was it. We just confronted him. Okay. That's a bit anticlimactic to finish it off, but I guess that's there. We will finish it off.
Well, we don't. Well, that was promising if you don't want to talk to Kuna.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's snowing
Maybe.
again, so we're going to leave it here. So we're not going to be back next week. We will be back in 2 weeks.
Yep. There's stuff to do.
Yeah. So until next time, keep an eye out on the other stuff on the channel because there is plenty of it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's a back catalogue. Watch the rest of the Disco Elysium stuff. And yeah, until next time, if you liked what you saw,
Do the like, share, subscribe, and fuck the Kuna.
and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you too.
Bye.